10 miles per hour. Lows dip down to about 33 tonight. Clear skies. Daytime highs approaching 67 tomorrow. Ample sunshine expected. Get weather anytime by calling 824-6101 or online at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. Right now, it's 33 degrees.
WTIM.
You're listening to WTIM, your information station. Time now for your expanded local news. I'm Reed Kamai. Illinois State Representative Regan Deering said she planned to take part in a rally at the state capitol this week tied to the National Convention of States movement. Deering announced she would participate in a public gathering yesterday at the Illinois Capitol. The event was organized by Convention of States Action, a group that supports calling a convention under Article 5 of the U.S. Constitution. The rally took place at the Illinois Capitol Rotunda and included remarks from several Illinois state legislators. Organizers say the event was intended to raise awareness and encourage lawmakers to consider legislation related to a potential convention. Supporters of the effort point to recent action in other states. Kansas recently became the 20th state to adopt an Article 5 Convention of States resolution. Under the Constitution, 34 states must pass identical resolutions before Congress is required to call a convention to propose amendments. In Illinois, proposed legislation includes House Joint Resolution 15 and Senate Joint Resolution 27. If approved, the measures would place Illinois among the states requesting a convention focused on fiscal restraint, limits on federal authority, and term limits for federal officials. Advocates are also promoting a separate framework resolution that outlines how commissioners would be selected and instructed if Illinois were to participate in a convention. Those commissioners would be appointed by the Illinois General Assembly. Any constitutional amendment proposed through an Article 5 convention would still require ratification by 38 states before taking effect. The FFA chapter at Pana High School is busy with several events as part of National FFA Week. The events are meant to be fun while also showing what they do, highlighting the importance of agriculture, and inspiring younger peers. Adrienne Perry and Haley Jo O'Rourke are the chapter's reporter and treasurer, respectively. They say the event schedule began with a pajama day on Monday and a dress up like a farmer day on Tuesday.
And then Wednesday is Case versus John Deere, so you can wear your green versus red. It's also tractor day. You get to drive a tractor to school. So, yeah. You want to say Thursday, Friday?
So, Thursday, what's the just day?
Country versus country.
Okay, it's country versus country club. And then in the afternoon, we're doing junior high ag Olympics. So, we go over to junior high, and junior high kids sign up for different, relay races. What are some?
Tug of war.
We're doing tug of war. Is it the horse barrel ones? And then Friday is drive your truck to school and FFA apparel. And then we have the high school Olympics, which is basically the same thing. I think we're doing a chicken race. So students will basically chase a chicken around the gym, and it's a lot of fun.
Chapter President Waylon Pauley, like Perry and O'Rourke, will be busy with FFA duties for the rest of the year. They will have competitions, digital marketing, event planning, and more.
Throughout the year, all the events we'd like to plan, we all need to get together and get an agreement on those. And especially for the officers, I think we all need to be representing Penn FFA in our different competitions and be in attendance and actually show we want to help throughout the year, not just focus on FFA week, but spread that out over the whole school year. Well, we have different judgings, livestock judging and soil judging, and then conferences and stuff that a lot of our members like to go to. And yeah.
I've got the rest of the newsletters to write, and just any contest we go to, I have to make those Facebook posts still. And I have some contests, public speaking contests coming up, and livestock, like he said, just a lot of contests coming up that I'll go to, and I can also make the post for them.
Yeah, and we're also working on planning a auction for the end of year banquet that I'm kind of taking charge of. So me and my advisor have been working on that.
All three officers say being involved in the FFA has helped them gain confidence and leadership skills, all in an area they hope to pursue in the future.
It means a lot. FFA has honestly changed my life ever since I've joined. I used to be very, very shy, and getting an FFA and talking to new people and doing contests has really got me out of being shy. So now I'm more open to talking to more people, and it's honestly brought so many friends into my life. I meet new people every day, and I get to do different experiences that I wouldn't think I would ever do.
I mean, I'm kind of similar to her. It means a lot to me. It brings a lot of leadership out, and in the future, I'd like to teach, and being able to fill that role and gain some confidence and leadership really helps me out for the future. So yeah.
Well, I got to think on the spot here, but being in the chapter, I really enjoyed FFA. I've been in it all 4 years, and yeah, it's kind of shaped my future of what I'd like to do in the future, and especially being the president, you get to see how people respect you and the decisions you get to make and how they affect everyone in the chapter, and I like being that role.
The chapter will soon be looking for its next set of members. O'Rourke, Perry, and Pauly pitched the introductory coursework along with the organization's engaging and broad experiences when encouraging new members to join.
In junior high, all the grades have an elective 9th hour, and recently, I think it was our 8th grade year, so 2 years ago, they opened up FFA to the middle school. So I think that's where a lot of them get the idea of joining FFA, is that they'll take an ag class elective for a semester in junior high, and then they just keep going to more ag classes in high school.
I think a big persuasive part to younger generations or whoever is just getting out of school and being able to do things that you wouldn't normally be able to do in other classes.
Yeah, so this was one of my goals at the beginning of the year when I was president. I wanted more involvement, and then more the upcoming freshmen to be involved in FFA. And one way I did that was just try and include that it's not all about farming. There's other stuff you can do in FFA. I think a lot of people shy away. Well, I don't live on a farm. Well, I don't know how to do this. So then they don't want to join FFA. I wanted to make it known that there's way more options in FFA than just farming. That just come try it out 1 year, and if it's not for you, it's not for you.
More information on PINA's FFA chapter is on their Facebook page. You can also learn more at ilaged.org. Haley Jo O'Rourke, Waylon Pauly, and Adrienne Perry appeared as guests on the WTIM morning show during National FFA Week. A new sports-oriented family entertainment center in Shelbyville is now open. Game On held its grand opening on Friday and is ready to welcome Central Illinois to its space. They are located at 1984 Illinois Route 16 East and offer sports simulators for golf, darts, baseball, and more, as well as inflatables. Jake Metzger is one of the founders of Game On. He says the simulators carry several games, including different adaptations of certain sports.
We just got a little bit of signage up, so where you can see it from the highway now. Game On. It's in our former tumbling studio. Me and my wife, Christine, has created this. This was her vision, and we are going to offer a lot of fun for everybody. We have something for everyone to come see us. We have the golf simulators. They have multiple sports packages. There's all kinds of games. We've had a few kids out, and they have really enjoyed not just golf. I'm not much of a golfer myself, but the other games on there are wonderful. There's 10 to 12 different games.
They're actually on the simulator, are they not?
That's correct.
Okay.
There's dodgeball, there's foot golf, there's frisbee golf.
Oh my goodness.
2 or 3 different baseball games, 2 football games.
Oh wow.
A couple shooting games. So
yeah.
Like I said, it offers something for everyone on those simulators.
Metzger says while many places like his have sports simulators, he believes the selection at his location rivals others.
These simulators are great. Like I said, the golf is obviously the number one thing on there. But as I said before, I'm not a golfer. But the games that we have on there besides golf, I mean, there's soccer, there's hockey game, there's, like I said, 2 different baseball games. There's a pitching, there's a hitting. There's 2 football games. You're kicking field goals. You're throwing passes to receivers.
Wow.
There's dodgeball. I mean, there's multiple. I'm sure I'm going to leave one out that we have so much to offer for everyone. But they're very interesting to watch kids play on them.
So all that's explained on your website, of course.
For sure.
And then you have interactive darts.
Yes, the interactive darts is probably my favorite. They're real darts. So be careful.
Yeah.
Be cautioned. But it's all computer fed. I mean, there's video games up on the monitor. You can see your whatever you're playing, right before your eyes.
Game On has a rotation of inflatables at their site. They also rent the inflatables out to be used elsewhere.
My wife ordered these. They're very pretty, very colorful. Like I said, we have them blown up. We'll kind of rotate them in and out of the facility. Plus, we rent them on the outside. If people are interested for private parties, we'll deliver and set those up.
Okay.
So we offer that. And you can access that all on the website and book a time if you want us.
Yeah.
And we'll also offer birthday parties. I want to get that out first too. That'll
Sure.
probably be a really big thing for people to set up for a birthday party. I noticed that we have an obstacle course that is an inflatable, and I noticed a couple of the parents challenging their children to a race, and it was pretty interesting to see. The kids usually won.
Yeah.
Mom and dad would get stuck somewhere in the obstacle course, but yeah, like I said, it is something for everyone to come and enjoy.
The location also has an area for making stuffed animals, which they call Party Pals. Staff do the sewing right in front of customers.
It is a huge hit. We have these Party Pals. It's very similar to Build-A-Bear. We have several different varieties of animals. We also offer apparel and clothes that match whatever animal a child wants. It's a pretty neat process. The kids get a certificate. They get a bag to put the animal in. They put a little heart in the animal, and then we build it right there in front of them.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's very interesting to watch the kids' face come to life as the animal's being built right there in front of them.
And they can get, from what I understand from my notes, they can get an 8-inch or a 16-inch PAL.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yep. And like I said, you get a bag to put it in. The prices are very good for those. I remember a time when my kids were getting Build-A-Bear, and it would about break the bank. But these are priced
Yeah.
very well.
That's
Very
neat.
affordable, and like I said, to watch the kids carry them around and squeeze and hug on them and love on them,
Sure.
and then buy clothing and apparel every time they come in, will be neat to watch how the bear evolves.
More information on Game On is available at GameOnShelbyville.com. Jake Metzger appeared as a guest on the WTIM Shelbyville Morning Show. And now a word from First National Bank in Taylorville.
I'm James Kirk, Vice President at First National Bank in Taylorville. I get it, switching banks sounds like a chore, but we make it easy. I've helped people and businesses move their accounts with less hassle than they've expected and more personal service than they've ever gotten before. We've been here for nearly 70 years, a true community bank that's not going anywhere. If you're ready to make a change, we're ready to help. First National Bank in Taylorville, first every time for nearly 70 years. Member FDIC.
The Taylorville FFA livestock judging team was present at the Kiwanis Tuesday luncheon at the Taylorville Moose Lodge. The Taylorville FFA livestock judging team is a highly decorated, nationally recognized program from Illinois, recently winning the overall championship at the 2026 National Western FFA Livestock Judging Contest. The team is coached by Sue Schaefer and Megan Beckmeyer. Livestock judging is a process of evaluating, selecting, placing, and learning the various livestock species, including beef cattle, sheep, goats, and swine. Judging requires a sharp eye on animal development and appearance. However, in this competition, what the team focuses on in the United States is often different than what is looked at in other countries. The team is flexible and has been able to adjust as required during international competition. In preparation, the team trains at local operations, including Schaefer Livestock Farm, Beckmeyer Livestock, and Adcock Land and Livestock. The Taylorville Kiwanis Club is part of a global organization of volunteers dedicated to improving the world one child and one community at a time. Weekly meetings are held Tuesdays at noon at the Taylorville Moose Lodge. For information on the club, go to TaylorvilleKiwanis.com or email the club at TaylorvilleKiwanis@gmail.com. An Iroquois County farmer named the Farm Veteran Coalition of Illinois Farmer Veteran of the Year. The honor goes to Ed Dubrick. He was recognized during last month's Everything Local conference in Springfield. Dubrick also participates in the Illinois Farm Bureau A Lot program, or Agricultural Leaders of Tomorrow. What happens when the longtime owner of a downtown business retires? That's a topic that's important to the University of Illinois Extension and the Illinois Institute for Rural Affairs. They are hosting a 5-part Rural Business Transitions webinar series beginning in March, and that's according to Norm Walzer with IIRA. To learn more about the free webinar series or to register, visit go.illinois.edu/RBT. The maritime industry may be another potential opportunity for the ethanol market. It's something that has the attention of Krista Swanson, chief economist for the National Corn Growers Association. Swanson spoke at last week's Illinois Farm Bureau Governmental Affairs Leadership Conference. Now to obituaries, which can be found at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. 51-year-old Tammy Lynn Martin of Kincaid died last Saturday. Visitation is this Sunday from noon till 2 at Sutton Memorial Home in Taylorville. The funeral service will immediately follow. Cremation rites have been accorded, and interment will be made at a later date. Funeral arrangements are being handled by Sutton Memorial Home in Taylorville. 89-year-old Donna J. Henninger of Taylorville died on Monday. Visitation is this coming Monday from 10 till 11 at McClure Funeral Home in Taylorville. The funeral service will immediately follow. Burial will be at Oak Hill Cemetery. Funeral arrangements are being handled by McClure Funeral Home and cremation services in Taylorville. 94-year-old Doris Long of Greenville, formerly of Sorrento, died February 18th. Visitation is April 18th from 11 till noon at Donald Wygand Funeral Home in Greenville. A celebration of life will immediately follow. Interment will be at Brown Cemetery. Funeral arrangements are being handled by Donald Wygand Funeral Home in Greenville. 79-year-old Betty Fines of Awanaco died February 19th, which was last Thursday. Visitation is this Saturday from 2 till 4 at Sutton Memorial Home in Taylorville. The funeral service will immediately follow. Graveside services will take place on March 3rd at 10 at Oak Hill Cemetery. Funeral arrangements are being handled by Sutton Memorial Home in Taylorville. 93-year-old James M. Wilcox of Pana died February 18th. Visitation is this Saturday from 11 till noon at McClure Funeral Home in Taylorville. The funeral service will immediately follow. Funeral arrangements are being handled by McClure Funeral Home and Cremation Services in Taylorville. And 88-year-old Sona Beavers of Taylorville died January 16th. A memorial mass will take place on March 6th at 10 at St. Mary's Catholic Church in Taylorville. Interment will be at Green Hill Cemetery. Funeral arrangements are being handled by McClure Funeral Home and Cremation Services in Taylorville. Get local news anytime at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com and every hour as well right here on WTIM, your only local news radio. Currently, it is overcast and 33.
There's only one Central Illinois radio station that brings you the memories of the 60s and early 70s as you are